Welcome to Leading Leaders Podcast, 5-minute videos, 5 days a week. Whether you're a parent or you lead in a very small organization or a gigantic organization, nothing has the power to change your life like a word that rings forever in your heart. Subscribe now for our extensive video library of leadership lessons promoting faith, family, and freedom. I'm J Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast. Let me say that again. Nothing has the power to change your life like a word that rings forever in your heart. Think about those moments when someone walked into your world and they said something that could have been absolutely devastating or absolutely empowering. And in that one sentence, because it came from that one person at that one particular time in life, you never let go of it. You think back to those days when they said, "You'll be nothing but a failure," or, "Wow, I see superstar in your future." And a lot of us hang on a moment like that. We look for that "I'm proud of you" moment that it's like a plaque on the wall. It never leaves us. And it's so powerful for the way that we shape our life and the relationships that we're in, and even how we show up in those relationships, and the jobs that we take, and how we show up at those jobs, and the effort that we put forward in our relationships. I remember hearing, close to 15 years ago, I heard a phrase, and every time I hear it, it just it's like sandpaper to my soul. How you do anything is how you do everything. And none of us really want to admit that, because we have places in our life that are all cleaned up and dolled up, and it's like the lipstick on the pig. From this angle, it looks great. But if you ever get into that area of my life, no, that's a mess. Or if you ever start to talk about those things, yeah, that's off limits. Because how you do anything is how you do everything scares me, because I know there's one area of my life that I haven't cleaned up right. I haven't put it all together. Those are those words that kind of ring in your heart, and they're meant to be a challenge for you, those particular words, to ask yourself, am I doing some things at a level 10 and some at a level 2, or maybe a negative 2, because I just don't pay any attention to them. But generally speaking, if you understand that philosophy, how you do anything is how you do everything, then when you see somebody with a messy desk, they probably have a messy car. Or if they have a messy car, they at least have one other area in their life that's just a mess, and they haven't straightened it up. They're not organized. They're not clutter-free. Their life is a bit of a mess, because usually how you do anything is how you do everything. It really calls us to the diligence and the impact of who we are. And I'm sharing the interview with you today that was conducted for me with Sales Pop. And we talked about what does it mean to be a superhero with your story. One of the things that I point out is I spend a lot less time crafting and manipulating stories and a lot more time crafting people. Because how you do anything is, it's how you do everything. When people can get to the root of who they are, when they can find the stories that are deep down inside them, the words that have rung in their heart forever already, those stories will change people's lives. Those stories will impact the who that you are and impact the people around you because of that. Because how you do anything is, it's how you do everything. And if you're meticulous about the stories that you tell, being authentic and being you and being true and being real and being of value to other people, then as a leader, you don't just tell a story because it makes you look good. Sometimes you tell a story that, it makes you look like an idiot because in the moment you were. But it's a story that somebody else can learn from, because you're being authentic and you're being real and transparent and saying, you know what, I screw up. I used to do it like that and I stopped, and now I do it like this, and there's a reason. And that story may save somebody's life or their career or their relationship. That's why we've got to, as leaders, become better storytellers. We've got to tell the story of why our product or service will change somebody's life, why our leadership style will impact someone's life, why we should be allowed to invest in them. I hope you'll enjoy this interview. It's about 30 minutes long, but I think it's worth the time. Just flip it on. It's on YouTube, so you can flip it on and listen to it. Just throw the phone in the cup holder of your car while you're driving and listen away. But I'd love to know what you think of it, both from the interview standpoint and the content. I'm J Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast. for Tell It Like It Is TV. Have a blessed day.
Leadership team. If attitude is going to have a deep impact on your business and bottom line, make it a positive attitude with a positive impact. Visit jlorennorris.com/attitude hack.